Hey! Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jade Monkey. We're back here in Rust, talking about the Rust Console Edition for the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the next generations, and everything in between. And today we're talking about what to expect with the update on November 25th. The tech tree update, or maybe it's changed. It looks like maybe these things could be all together. We've got the tech tree updates and then the Devastation Unleashed. I think that's what they're calling it, or they've all mashed it together into one. So yeah, that's what this video is, to go over what to expect for this update. We'll call it the tech tree update here, but maybe we've got some extra things. So it's worth noting, and again, I'll separate everything into two sections here. We'll start with the quote-unquote tech tree update stuff, and then the Devastation Unleashed. But here is the Twitter showing what we're talking about here and why there might be a little confusion as to what's going on. So I'll break it up into two, and hopefully the update includes all of these things, and if it doesn't, just know these extra things, these extra building blocks will be included in a hotfix relatively quickly after the fact. I think they're trying to put this all under one. Anyways, let me just go ahead and play this for you real quick. Make sure there's no sound. You can see where my confusion is, because they do show the workbenches. See here, triangle ladder hatch, spiral staircases, very good. The tech tree itself. And so it's called Devastation Unleashed. So again, I'll break it up into two pieces just in case these things do get delayed. The building blocks, but we'll call it tech tree update for now, just because I don't know what else to call it. Plus Devastation Unleashed is super long, but just so you know, that's how we're going to cut these up. All right, so let me go upstairs and cover the tech tree stuff. Oh, check it out. Check it out. Yeah, the Jade Dragon. I mean, come on. That's sweet. You got to roll with this, right? Yeah, you got to. Jade Monkey, Jade Dragon, just saying. Okay, so tech tree update, a lot of you. This might be a review. Some people may not know this. So we've got a lot of different things. Obviously, first and foremost on the list, we've got the tech tree itself. Experiment will be gone. You can click here, and then every tier has these subcategories here. You can still research on a workbench, excuse me, like so. Sacrifice the object, put down the proper amount of scrap, and for things deeper in the tree, that is going to be the most advantageous thing for you to do. But it's nice to have this option, especially for solos, and what this really does is this makes it more slow and steady for most players. And ready for a hot take? Dare I say, it's going to be probably the best way, or not the best way, but like, let's say there's no launch site on your map. That might be the best way to roll, because there's no bursts of high-end stuff. Everybody has to get it through the tech tree. So basically what I'm saying is, if you don't have a launch site, it's not the end of the world. And it might even be good for solo players, especially on a larger map, because it also spaces things out. So it makes things more accessible and has slow and steady progression. You'll also note that there will be some changes on items as far as what they cost. You can see them in the lower right-hand corner there. Ooh, double barrel, 125. Ooh, ooh. And most notably, things on level 3 workbench will now cost 500, and sometimes less, as opposed to the 750. We'll leave the rest for you guys to explore. By the way, we did test recently that the combat knife is in there, and it is now craftable in more conventional ways for us. So just so you know, really good for combat, also really good for skinning. So there you go. Before, the only way we could do that was with a crafting menu and standing next to a workbench itself. Anyways. Okay, so off to the first item here. We have 3K maps that are available, but 2.5 maps will still be a thing. Just so you know, 2.5 maps are the standard now, and they'll still be in, but 3K is definitely going to be something that helps with progression. Honestly, I'd say if you're a solo, pick a map with no launch site and 3K. I'm telling you, because things are spaced out, progression is a lot slower, and no launch site makes it even better for you as a solo player, and there's more places for you to hide. So keep that in mind. One of the other major things here is the AIM build servers. They're called Target Practice and Builder's Paradise. This will give us a taste of what some of the custom servers will have the capability of doing. Just so you know, it's currently, as of recording this, this is on testing branch, but as soon as tech tree comes out, these should be there. Things like Builder's Paradise. You can, in the search field, just type in build, and you should be able to find the Builder's Paradise, or you can type in the whole thing if you want. And if you're looking for the AIM training, I call it aim training, but it's really called target practice. You can type in just target and search for that, or target space practice, and all of those will bring you up to those servers. Now, if you're looking for it before the update, obviously you're not going to find these things, so just know that Tech Tree and onward are going to be, or I should say November 25th, 2021 and onward. You should see these on the live branch itself. Also, well, there's a little picture over here. The power plant is a monument that has made a comeback. It is a blue keycard monument. It offers up the red keycard. As we said earlier, if you don't have a launch site, having extra red keycards is actually a really good thing because you can cash them out at the Bandito camp. Bandito. You can sell red cards for 80 Scrappy Doodles. Where are you? I can never find on this list. There it is. 80 Scrappy Poo. Bam. So if you got an abundance of those and no launch site or no red card monuments, that's okay. Cash them out. Cash them out. Okay, next big thing here, well, we covered the tech tree itself. And the purple here, performance. We can attest to this, and we've asked a lot of different people. This has been the best performance on all the platforms, PlayStation, Xbox, core systems, all the way up to the next gens. It's been the best performing patch since the game has come out. Obviously, if you've got a first-gen machine or a core machine, it's not going to, it's not going to be the best because it's the lowest end hardware. But it's going to be the best you've played up to this point. I can guarantee that so far. So that's what we've been seeing. That's what people have been reporting. So that's mad exciting. Ooh, by the way, you know what? On the we're going to back up a little bit. The aim train, the build servers, really good for testing out builds themselves. Watch out for trolls, people with turrets and whatnot. If you're looking to do more complicated builds, floor stacking, wall stacking, multi-TC, or just trickier builds, it's a good place to do it. We do have an excellent, if you're a solo player, this entire base build is based off of a solo player, and it's super cheap, a lot of defense for its cost, and you can build multiple of these, and if you spread out and don't attack enough people, this should keep you low-key enough. So, and this is also a kind of a trickier build, I'd say more intermediate, but it's called the Arrow, and I will go ahead and link it now in the upper right-hand corner, if you want to go check that out. It's also really, really good for, as I said, solo players, but you can build multiple of those. And also, I will post all of those card links down at the bottom as a pinned comment, because I know some people were saying that they had a hard time seeing some of those. So I don't know if YouTube's doing that, if it's a platform update thing or what, but just know we'll put the Arrow base build down there for you too, in case you don't see it. All right, so next biggest item here, blueprint wipes. Now, unless they change this, so if the update does happen on the 25th of November, like I guess we should also say that there is a small chance that the 25th may not happen. I'm going to say like a 3% chance. The only reason I say that is because Double 11 hasn't officially confirmed the 25th, but they have hinted towards it heavily. And I think the only reason is because they're making sure that the certification doesn't bounce. They don't want to promise something and they have to walk it back. So just know they're targeting the 25th, and unless something dire happens, it should still go forward in that fashion. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so if it does happen, the update itself, there will be a blueprint wipe on monthly and weekly. Plan for it to be on the 25th until they say otherwise or until we say otherwise. We'll let you know if there's somehow a correction in that or we get up-to-date information. Not only will I make a video, but on this video down below, I will make sure that comment is pinned. I'm pointing as if you guys can see me. I'm pointing down. So yeah, just check down there just to make sure, because I know there was some confusion on the last monthly one. So in case there's an error somewhere, we will let you know ASAP. Okay, so next big thing, we got Power Plant. Just so you know, Power Plant is based off of a seed roll. Think Minecraft, right? So if your seed supports it, you could potentially, and you have space, your seed could potentially have Power Plant on it. So there you go. All right, so that's all the tech tree update stuff, air quotes. That's what we're calling it now. We're going to move on to the second half. I'm going to call it new building blocks. They might call it Devastation Unleashed. I don't know. But just know that expect these for sure. And then the stuff downstairs could be, they're shooting for that, but I think it might be a hot fix depending on how this update hits, if that makes sense. I know it's confusing, right? So we have been testing this on the testing branch as of recording this. These caps are directly from the Builder's Paradise with these new building blocks. You can see my Xbox buttons down here. These are the new building blocks, and hopefully it's all included in the tech tree update, or if they're calling it air quote Devastation Unleashed, that would be great. So here's the blocks. So here's the new wheel. And you guys might have saw this from the other video here. Triangle ladder hatch frames, ramps, procedural corners, procedural rooftops, and spiral staircases. What? Here is also a direct cap from the Builder's Paradise with the new building blocks. You can see them all here. Spiral staircases. And it's something I didn't cover last time. Looks like our map got an update too. So we have more detail to check elevation and things like that. So that's really cool. And the font family is more in line with what we see here on PC, which is really nice. The high contrast with the dark stroke outline. Here's another direct cap from there. It is interesting that they're ramps, isn't it? Like outside of their actual use case, right? Like how we can use them in building, but like its other functional purpose. You know. Okay, so here are the new pieces. We've got, and thankfully we got them here on the PC version. So ramps here, I know you guys probably saw this in the other example. You can use them in loot rooms. Really good for that. They're also exceptional for peek downs on either side of the wall, whether you're using them to have them hang out and look down or whether you're using them to walk up to shoot over a wall. It's really good for that. And they're also really good for vehicles. Just saying. You know, that's kind of why they're there. I also noted this in the other video, but we might as well cover this. Our old stairs are now gone. These are called steps. These have changed. You can see it's much harder to get under these. Not impossible, especially if you're elevated or these are too deep. And if we do get horses, these are what you use to walk the horses up. Again, if you're looking for potential things that could be coming for transportation, I do have a video on transportation for the Rust Console Edition. I will go ahead and link that now in the upper right-hand corner. Or down below if somehow YouTube is screwing us over again, right? Right. All right, so check those out. And all right, so these are money right here. And this is, and hopefully this doesn't take up too much time and it's not overly complex. But here's the reason why I think Devastation Unleashed might be a hotfix. Because these currently should be in our version on the testing branch, but they're not. So if that's the case, that means they have to fix it and then recertify. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe they've got it fixed and it's already certified. But just know that if this does not come with tech tree update, that's okay. This should come in as a hotfix. Or if for some reason there's some Straits of Dire error, this could get delayed past the 25th. But it's like looking 95% chance that it's going to happen on the 25th of November. So just want to put that out there. Okay, so back to these building blocks. These are a big deal because you can do so much more with the triangle stuff as far as going vertical in your base and having a doorway coverage for it. Really awesome. Again, a lot of the members of the Boyfriend Squad will be covering really cool build cases for these, not only in our builds, but just in general. Both BioLaser, RazorTube, and myself, Jade Monkey, we're going to be showing you all kinds of cool stuff. Am I right or what? Now, something I didn't see in our build version are these floor grills. Now, these did come in with the triangle ladder hatch frames on the PC, so I'm assuming these are also going to be there as well. And this opens up a lot of different things. Floor grills are used for furnace bases. That's a big deal. Oh, wait, you know what? I do have a furnace base build. I will go ahead and link that now in the upper right-hand corner. A way to stick your large furnace indoors to stop thieves from taking your precious sulfur and or metal. So go ahead and check that out. Again, down below if somehow that didn't pop up. And let's see. So we got the spiral staircases. Awesome. You can use these in Siege. You can use these in your base. You can use these for peek downs. Heck, you can even use these in a bunker base build. The possibilities are endless, and there are two variations of these. We now have spiral staircase and the triangle spiral staircase. These fit on two triangles, or they can start from one triangle and peek out. These are the triangle spiral staircases. Again, really great if you're trying to jump over a wall. Just one tile, build it up, you're out, right? Then we've got Crunch. These square spiral staircase tiles, and they change based off of the material they're put on. These are the armored stairs. I don't know why you would do armored stairs, and they would be awfully expensive for upkeep, but there they are. So there you go. That is the update and what to expect for the 25th of November. Again, if there's any major change, whether this update is being delayed or we've got pieces, we will let you know ASAP. We'll even guide you towards another video down below, and I will try to make those changes ASAP in the comments pinned at the top of this video. And again, right below the video, you should see the very first comment should be right there. So, all right, if you found this useful and helpful, be sure to drop a like. It does help out tremendously. And hopefully we see you guys on the island with some of that Jade Dragon. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye. Oh, yeah, don't forget to drop a sub. Do it!